On July 14, 2022, tragedy struck the Trump family when Ivana Trump, the first wife of Donald Trump and mother to Donald Jr., Ivanka, and Eric, died at the age of 73. The official story is that Ivana died from blunt force injuries to her torso after falling down the steep spiral staircase of her Upper East Side townhouse in Manhattan. The New York medical examiner ruled it an accident. But what happened next, her burial at Donald Trump's private Bedminster golf club in New Jersey, and the way her gravesite has been treated since, has fueled 2 years of speculation, controversy, and criticism. Her funeral mass was held on July 20, 2022 at the Church of St. Vincent Ferrer in Manhattan. Friends, family, politicians, and celebrities gathered to remember Ivana's extraordinary journey, from growing up in Czechoslovakia to becoming a socialite and businesswoman in New York to raising 3 children in the spotlight. But instead of being laid to rest in a traditional cemetery, Ivana's grave was placed at the Trump National Golf Club in Bedminster, New Jersey. This immediately raised questions. Why Bedminster? Why a golf course? Some observers quickly pointed to a New Jersey tax law. Properties designated as cemeteries can qualify for significant tax breaks. Was Trump using Ivana's grave as a way to cut his tax bill? Critics said it would be perfectly on brand for a man who has spent his life bending tax rules. Others speculated that Trump simply wanted her nearby, perhaps for personal or symbolic reasons. Still others found the choice macabre, a gravesite at a golf club, where members hit balls just yards away. Multiple reports said it took 10 strong pallbearers to carry Ivana's coffin, even though she had supposedly been cremated. Why a heavy coffin for ashes? Why a full casket at all if cremation had occurred? That odd detail sparked conspiracy theories that linger online to this day. Court documents later revealed that Ivana had left behind an estate worth about $34 million. The majority went to her 3 children, Don Jr., Ivanka, and Eric, split equally. But she also remembered others close to her, her longtime friend Evelyn Gaylett and the family's beloved former nanny, Dorothy Curry, both named as beneficiaries. In life, Ivana had been at the heart of Trump family power. In death, her estate reflected both loyalty to her children and gratitude to those who had supported her personally. Fast forward to 2024, and the story takes another strange turn. According to an exclusive report from the Daily Mail, Ivana's grave at Bedminster has become overgrown with weeds and grass, and is now cordoned off, preventing anyone from visiting to pay their respects. Exclusive photos show a simple headstone nearly lost under brush, a grave that appears abandoned rather than honored. For many, this was shocking. The Trump family is known for vanity, image, and branding. Even critics assumed Trump would ensure that his first wife's gravesite was pristine, if only for appearances. Instead, Ivana's final resting place is neglected, hidden, and inaccessible. What does it mean? Was Ivana buried at Bedminster simply to unlock a tax loophole? Was her gravesite always just a calculation, a way for Trump to protect his business empire? Or was it, as some suggest, simply another example of Trump's inability to invest in anything that doesn't directly benefit himself? And if this is how Ivana, the woman who helped build his early empire, the mother of his 3 eldest children, is treated, what does that say about how Donald Trump values loyalty, legacy, or even family? At the end of the day, one truth is undeniable. Donald Trump chose to bury Ivana on his private property. With that choice comes responsibility, to care for the site, to preserve it, to honor the woman who raised his children and stood beside him during the most formative years of his career. Instead, her grave is now described as barely visible, cordoned off, overgrown, ignored. That isn't just unusual. For many, it feels like an insult. Maybe Ivana herself wouldn't have cared. Maybe her children find comfort knowing she rests on the family's property. But to the outside world, the optics are clear. Ivana Trump's grave, hidden in the rough of a golf course, unkempt and inaccessible, has become a symbol of neglect, a symbol of Trump's priorities. Because if one accepts the responsibility of laying someone to rest on their land, one also accepts the duty to do it with dignity. And in this case, Donald Trump and her children seems to have failed.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Let's hit button and subscribe and hit 1 million subscribers.